Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Emily. Obviously, my voice does not sound normal today.
No, she's
very apologetic.
She's a little sicky.
Like, I don't even feel sick. My throat just hurts.
Yeah.
So, sorry for that today.
It's just a little bonus that everyone gets.
It's an exciting...
little raspier voice.
I know. You know, it's kind of sexy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, how was your week, Emily?
It's been good.
That's good.
I feel like I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what time zone I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't really know anything, but it's overall been good. How about your week?
It's been all right. It's been a weird week.
It's been so
weird.
Yeah.
Like, we got back from our trip like a week and a half ago, and then this last weekend we were in California, and then we've been home, but it's just been thrown off.
Yeah.
My body cannot find homeostasis.
Obviously mine is thrown off.
Yes.
But like I just feel like ever since we came home we haven't like stopped or like taken a breather. And honestly, I mean, even when we were gone, we didn't really stop and take a breather.
Yeah.
So we've been
going and going.
Going, you know, going to 4 different states.
We drove to 4 different states.
To go to in 1 week there was a 10-hour swing of time zones.
Yes.
And like we were in 1 week we slept in 4 different time zones, which is
wild.
A lot. And so I think I am just like, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I haven't like readjusted to being here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. You. And I had the weirdest Pilates class today. And I'm
just
like
having
a hard time like getting over it. It was just so weird. Like the instructor's new, so like I don't blame her, but like we were just transitioning the whole time. We used every single piece of equipment we could, and it wasn't like one of those classes where you use every single equipment.
Yeah.
You don't use very much equipment in this class, but we used everything, and we just transitioned. Like none of the moves we did were close to each other in how we were doing them at all. So it was like a lot of transitioning. And it was like really light and easy. Like, I don't know. It was weird. I'm having a hard time like getting over that.
I know. I can tell.
So that was weird. I'm also on my period, so that's a slay.
Such a slay.
But it's been a good week. Just a weird week.
Just a weird week, yeah. Like it's been good. Like we got home from Sweden. And
so we haven't filmed in
weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah. And like even when we filmed in Finland, which was last week's episode, like that was not our normal filming. It was like nothing was normal. So we haven't like sat down to regroup and like talk about anything for a long time. But yeah, do we want to like do a quick recap of like highlights?
What was your favorite part of the week?
I don't even know what happened this week. What week is it? Do you know what I mean?
My favorite part was we went to Erewhon on Saturday. We were in California. I went to Erewhon for the first time in my life, and it was so fun.
It was fun.
It was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was great. We had the Haley Bieber smoothie. It was delicious.
So good.
So expensive, but so delicious.
Wild.
It's such a good time. Yeah, now I can say I've been to Erewhon.
Yeah, you can. I had, while we were at Erewhon, I had this, like, she had to have been 65 years old. Like, this old lady. She came up to me, and she's, like, super, Beverly Hills, because that's the Erewhon we went to. So she was, like, like a 65-year-old plastic Beverly Hills lady. She came up to me, and she goes, I need you to tell your colorist that he is so good. Like, he's so good. This is such a beautiful hair color. And, like, something that, like, I take pride in is I really have worked hard to get my hair color. Mm-hmm. My hair colorist is amazing.
He is, yes.
And so, like, that was, like, to get the validation from
someone from Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that, like, this is a good hair color. Like, I don't know. That was really fun. Funny. That was exciting for me personally.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. Do you want to do a quick recap?
Yeah, let's just do like some highlights.
Yes.
So we started off the trip, our first trip, because chaos.
We've been all over the place.
Been all over. We were in Finland.
Yes.
Like we recorded last time. It was so much fun.
Yes.
We loved it. One really noteworthy thing to mention, I lost my phone in a fighter jet.
Oh my gosh. I have never been more upset with a person than I was with you at this moment in time. There's a big sign right next to the fighter jet that says, "Do not take your personal belongings into the fighter jet." No phones, keys,
shoes,
wallets,
nothing.
You had to take your shoes off.
Let's preface. We were at a military museum.
It was really cool. It was actually a really, really cool museum.
It was really cool. A lot of the museum focuses on the Winter War in Finland, which, if you don't know all about the Winter War, I highly recommend going
so cool.
Learn about it.
Like, it's so interesting.
The way that the Finns were able to, like, win that was just a really cool thing. And our great-grandpa, he fought in the Winter War, yes, so for us, it was, like, a pretty... it's a personal war, and so it's just a very interesting,
and it's one that you never hear about in America, so like go to a museum like dedicated to it was really cool. And so that was really fun. So there was like the exhibit part of the museum, and then there was like part 2 with like more modern day stuff. Wow, she's really struggling. I just think this is the best move.
I get it.
Continue.
And so at part 2 of the museum, there was like the cockpit in the front of like a fighter jet that you could like go and sit in and everything like that.
We're in this fighter jet, and it was so cute.
It was so cute. It was so fun. And Abby and Adam did their thing. It was great. Took pictures. Came out. I was getting in. I took my shoes off. I pulled my phone out of the back pocket because I was like, oh, I don't want it to slip out. You don't want to
lose your phone.
You don't want to lose your phone. And I set it down for a sec just to like adjust before I took a picture because I wanted to take a picture inside the cockpit. Like I thought it was really cool. And as I set my phone down,
where did you set it? You set it in between your thighs on this tiny little cockpit seat.
But that's where I always put my phone, so I didn't think anything of it. And as I set it down, it slips into a, like, what? How big is a phone? Like 3 inches?
Yeah, it was probably a 5-inch hole.
Like, how did I get my phone to fit
5
in there?
by 1 inch.
Yeah.
It was tiny.
It was insane. And my phone just
slipped in.
And it slipped through another hole and another hole and another hole. And, like, I couldn't get it out. Adam couldn't get it out. Abby,
and so finally, Emily gets out of the fighter jet and starts like trying to stick her arm in there. Adam gets over because Adam's tall, so he could go like, because you had to walk up some stairs to get into this. He's tall, so he got on the other side and could just like reach in without being on the stairs, so they could kind of both be doing it. And then they're like, we just can't get our arm in far enough, so they're like, okay, Abby, like I have the smallest arms, so I go over. And I'm, like, trying to reach my arm in. Meanwhile, Emily is embarrassed, obviously. So she doesn't,
like, painfully embarrassed.
She doesn't want the worker guy to know that she lost her phone for good. And so she's like, wow, look at all these buttons. Like, trying to play it off as she's looking at this. And it, genuinely, I've never wanted to slap you more.
Oh, yeah. No,
it was so
I
annoying.
Understand why.
Like, I told her, I was like, you have to stop.
I get it.
You have to stop.
When I'm embarrassed like that, that's my first thing is to like play it off and like try so hard.
I took off all my rings and and Adam started calling her phone. So I reach my arm in and kind of feel around and I don't even feel the buzz of the phone. I'm like, this thing's gone. It's gone. There's nothing.
Gone forever.
So then there's another little hole I stick my arm into. Still nothing. So then I stick my arm through another little hole. And it is propped up on like 2 pillars, just sitting there buzzing. Thank goodness it wasn't buzzing harder, because then it would have slipped off of that and fallen down further. But the only reason I found it was because it was buzzing, or I would have just thought it was part of the plane. But so I grab it with my little fingers, and I'm just going, you can't drop this. You can't drop this. You cannot drop it, as I'm pulling it out. And I got it.
She got it. And she's my hero.
I am.
And truthfully, wouldn't have been able to do it without her. Like, oh my gosh.
But she's not allowed to take her phone anywhere ever again because it specifically said.
It said, and it was.
Do not take your phone.
And I thought I was taking my phone out of my pocket to like make it safe. It was so bad.
But it really slipped in the one single spot that it could.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was so bad.
But luckily, Abby saved the day. She didn't have any bruises on her arm.
I did have bruises.
You did?
I had bruises and I had scrapes. They weren't as bad as yours, but I had them.
Mine were so already, like, even before that, I had gotten a bruise on my arm because I walked into a door.
She nailed into a door handle.
And, like, I'm covered in bruises all the time because I'm probably like the clumsiest person in the entire universe. And so then like after so I had the giant bruise on my arm, and then I got like 7 more from trying to shove my arm into this little hole.
She had some gnarly bruises.
And my arm just looked so bad. I was like, people probably think like something really bad happened to me.
It was funny.
When in reality, all that happened to me
something really bad did happen to you.
Well,
you
it did.
Almost lost
I did almost lose my phone forever. But like that was
because if I couldn't get it, there's no way to get it.
Because you can't just move the seat off of the fighter jet.
No.
Like, it was the most inconvenient thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I was so embarrassed. It was just horrible. I hated it so much. But, like, whatever, it's fine.
It's fine. I got it back.
She got it, and she's my hero.
I am. And same museum. They had, like, where you could try on little, like, army outfits or, like, military outfits.
From the different eras.
Different decades and stuff and different wars. And they had, like, a pack that, like, someone today would wear. It had, like, a sleeping bag, like, the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to try an army crawl. So I put it on my back. This thing's, like, at least 50 pounds. It was so heavy. So I put it on, and I, like, start, like, getting on the ground to army crawl. And I swear I threw out my neck.
Yeah.
There is no one less ready for war than this girl right here. I tried to kneel down, and I nearly killed myself.
It was so sad. Like, she just, like, it was like a turtle with a heavy shell that like, fell over to the side.
And then, like, everything started falling out of the bag.
I felt so bad. And then I lost my phone.
Yeah.
And
but the museum was really cool.
The museum was awesome. It was so fun. Like, truly, like, a highlight. Like, I loved that museum. It was really cool.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
But Finland was awesome.
It was so fun. Then we went to Sweden.
We went to the concert, which was incredible. Oh my gosh.
Truly.
Best night of my life.
Seriously. Like, it was so good.
The Tortured Poet set was
life-changing.
So cool. Like, the best part for sure.
Yeah. And, like, I went into it, like, we knew that there was, like, a Tortured Poet set, but even when we bought the tickets last year, we're like, we're going to see the same show again, because we saw it, you know, in Vegas.
Yeah.
And, like, I was so excited to see the same show again. But, like,
it's incredible.
This was so much better.
It really was.
Than the first one.
I was, like, straight up bummed because they took out my favorite song. Like, she combined Folklore and Evermore.
Yeah, and
took out my favorite song, and I was like, well, it's okay, whatever. Like, those are incredible albums and deserve their own eras, but whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
the Tortured Poet
set made up for it.
I can't get over
so
it.
Good.
I think about it all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't get over the drum line. In Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
It was
incredible.
So cool.
And just like the theatricality of it. Like, I feel like that was one of her more theatrical
Definitely.
Sets.
There was like 4 costume changes.
Yeah.
Like,
it was so
6 different sets. Like, it was so good.
I loved it. And so I just thought that was
she killed it.
So cool.
Yeah.
It was so fun to like
which was cool because I didn't think. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
I didn't think she was gonna add a Tortured Poet set. I thought she was just gonna sing them throughout the surprise songs. So, and like I'd seen a little bit before because she'd been to Paris. We went to Weekend 2. She'd been to Paris before, but like I really didn't see very much. And not even that I was trying to avoid it, but like
I didn't see
it. So I didn't realize how cool it was gonna be.
Yeah,
so cool.
And I was kind of glad that I didn't know like fully what was going on because I feel like part of the surprise made it fun.
Yeah.
But like,
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Because when we went the first time, we went to Weekend 2 as well, like in Vegas. That was
somehow
Weekend 2.
We did that.
And both times. It's kind of funny. But I like completely stayed off TikTok. Like I didn't want any spoilers. Like it was like totally new. So like to kind of have that experience again for the same tour was like really cool.
Yeah, because I didn't go and look at a lot of stuff. Like I didn't.
Like I knew there was a Tortured Poet set. But
but I didn't know what was going on, and I knew that like I knew she cut out Tolerate It and Last Great American Dynasty, but I really didn't know like what all she had done to change it. So that was also kind of fun.
Yeah, because she changed the order too, which I didn't know. Which would I guess makes sense if she, especially since combining those two, they were totally different parts of the.
It was just really interesting, and
she's just incredible.
It was so good, so fun. It was so fun to like see all the Swifties from like across the world because when we were in Sweden, like there were so many different, like, not just Swedes there. Like,
yeah, no, it was funny when we got to our hotel, because the concert was Saturday. We got there Friday, like, evening, and we, like, just had dinner at the hotel, and it was completely deserted. And we were like, we were so lucky to get this hotel, because obviously they had tons of visitors and everything.
Yeah, and we got our hotel so
we
late.
got it really late.
Late.
We were slacking really
and
bad.
I don't know how, and, like, somehow we got it, like, right in the center, basically.
Like,
and, it was a good deal on a hotel.
Such a great spot.
It was wild.
But so we got there, and it was deserted. There was nobody there.
The whole city was deserted.
And, like, there was a concert that night. Like, it wasn't like we were still days away.
It was weird.
So we were like, this is so weird. Like, are people really here for it? Like, what's going on? And then we came down to breakfast Saturday morning, and it was just teenage girls and their moms. Like, it was so funny. We were laughing so hard.
But it was so fun, and, like, I just remember, like, we're walking around at the venue, like before and after, and, like, just, like, the culmination of, like, all the languages we were hearing. Like, it was really fun, and, like, it was kind of, like, trippy, because, like, there were a lot of Finns there, so there was a lot of Finnish being spoken, but there was Swedish and English, and I'm sure a whole bunch of others, but I can't pull them out. Like, those are the ones I can determine, but, like, it was just so fun. And, like,
it was fun. I mean, like, the people sitting in front of us were from Boston.
Yeah.
And then the people sitting behind us were from Toronto.
Yeah.
So, like...
So that was...
It was just
so fun.
It was so fun. There were, like... She met some Finns.
Yeah.
There were obviously a bunch of Swedes. Like...
It was just really fun.
It was really cool.
And it was just, like, cool. And I had a bunch of friends there, and it was, like, funny to, like... I didn't end up seeing them because the whole venue was huge, but, like...
60,000.
Like, we were texting about it, and it was just so fun. Like, I don't know. It was just, like, a way cool thing to go and experience. And,
yeah,
like,
and she'd never been to Scandinavia before, so, like, to see, like this was their first time seeing her. It was really cool.
That was cool.
It was fun. And it was really fun.
It was just so fun. You know, we did the whole friendship bracelet thing and whatever. So that was awesome.
She's just so incredible. Like, our mom's not a huge Taylor Swift fan. Like, she tolerates her because of us. But, like, she even said it was an incredible show.
Like, she's such a good performer.
Like, such a good performer.
Just, like, she couldn't believe, like, the stamina that Taylor has. And, like, just, like, how much she puts into it. Because there's just, like, the theatricality of the whole thing is insane.
So cool.
And so it was, like, it was just so fun. Like, we just loved it. So
fun.
That was a blast. After that, we went to the ABBA Museum in Stockholm. Yeah.
Big ABBA fans over here.
Big ABBA fans.
It was
a blast.
It was so fun. I didn't realize, like, how big they were. I don't know. Like something about it was just... Like, I feel like I only think of Mamma Mia when I think of ABBA, but there was so much more to ABBA than Mamma Mia. So it was fun.
It was really cool. Fun. And, like, the weekend before when we were there... was Eurovision. Like, our first weekend in Finland was Eurovision, and that's obviously, like, what ABBA won. And so it was just, like, fun, and it's fun because, like, we don't pay attention to Eurovision out here, really. Yeah. And so it was, like, fun to, like, see, because it's such a big thing. Like, all my friends talk about it and stuff, and so it was fun to, like, see ABBA and, like, everything like that.
Yeah,
so
Eurovision
that was cool.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was really fun. So, yeah, and then we came home from Sweden.
Got home Monday, and then Friday we got in a car.
Oh, gosh.
And drove to California. And
we were going to a friend's wedding, and we were so excited. They're the cutest.
They're the best. We're so excited for them.
It was so fun.
But it was fun. Yeah. I hadn't been to California. I'd never been to LA. I'd only been to Anaheim, and it was like 2008.
Yeah.
Last time we went, so I hadn't been in 16 years.
Yeah.
And so it was fun. It was really fun. We went to Santa Monica, which was really cool.
Erewhon,
obviously, the best.
We just had a blast.
But it was just fun. It was just us and our friends. Like,
yeah. It was just really fun. We drove, which was so funny.
It was fun.
No, it was funny. I was talking to my therapist today, and I was like, oh, yeah, I went to California right after we got back. You know, like, we drove, and she just goes, you drove to California? I was like, yeah, we drove, like, 3 days after we got home from Sweden. And she goes, oh, was that rough? And I was like, it wasn't too bad.
I mean, technically, we didn't drive. Maddie drove.
Bless Maddie.
She's our hero.
Maddie and Steven.
I did, yeah,
MVPs.
Maddie and Steven, they drove. I drove home from St. George.
Yeah.
On the way back. But
like,
it was
so fun.
And it's just so fun to be with friends on a little weekend trip.
Yeah, and we, like we've said millions of times, we have great friends. Yeah. And so it was just so much fun. We loved it. We had a blast.
So fun.
And then Yeah, we've just been home
and
trying to
living in the Matrix ever since.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what time zone my body's adjusted to.
I'm like just straight.
I'm feeling
straight chilling,
chaos.
just you know, hoping for the best.
Exactly.
Things are crumbling quickly, but it's okay.
But it's okay because we're here and we're recording our podcast.
We're having such a good time.
Yeah, we're having a blast.
So that's a recap of our last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. So
it's been fun.
It's been kind of fun. Alrighty, so J-Lo.
Oh, yeah. So
we're going to talk about J-Lo.
Yeah, so we're kind of going back to the basics, you know, just having a pop culture chat, things. You know? So, okay, can you pull up your TikTok? Because I need to show you these TikToks.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know if you guys have seen, but on TikTok recently and just in general, J-Lo is promoting a new movie for Netflix. It's an action movie. She's the star, whatever. I don't love J-Lo. But she is she's like on her press junket with Sterling K. Brown because he's in it as well. And so
famously known from, how do we know Sterling K.
He's from This Is Us or The People versus OJ.
Okay.
And so their press junket is quite literally the funniest thing I've ever experienced. And so we're just Abby hasn't seen these yet.
I have no idea what's going on.
And so I just need her to watch. You just need to watch Sterling Brown. I'm going to play the sound into the mic but we can hear it. So they can hear it too. So they all know what's going on.
And like, you know, chicken and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
I grew up, I'm Puerto Rican, so I like rice and beans. And yes, I am rice and beans.
So, and then there's, let's see.
Once in a while, Ben would read the lines.
No, I don't know. There's more. But it's just, he's just over J-Lo.
That's
just
so funny.
You're Puerto Rican?
Are you really?
Are you really Puerto Rican? You from the block?
No, I've had a whole bunch of videos on my TikTok of her trying to speak Spanish. And it's just her saying a word and then, I don't know how to say this in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And then it's just funny. But Sterling K. Brown is so over it. And it's hilarious to watch because she'll just be saying stuff and he'll just be like, Are you really Puerto Rican? Do you really like rice and beans? And it's been killing me. I watch every single one of them because I think it's so funny. Like, I like Sterling Brown from This Is Us. Like, I love This Is Us. That's a whole thing we don't need to get into right now.
I don't.
But so it's just so funny. And then where she's promoting an action movie and after
J-Lo is really just one lady that needs her platform stripped from her. Yes. Oh my goodness. She is
I
wild.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I feel like we've spoken enough about J-Lo.
But it's just so funny. So that's my favorite press junket
that
right now is
funny.
J-Lo and Sterling Brown because he does not like her.
That is so funny.
Just so funny.
Can't contain it.
Yeah.
Can't say I blame him though.
I know. I can't either.
I think she would be hard to be around for that long.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, so next, the Cannes Film Festival has been going on.
Yes.
So it's been red carpets. Always have like incredible fits.
Cannes always has really good outfits. Like
gorgeous,
it's beautiful.
gorgeous. But the hot tea coming off the red carpets is that their security guards are mean.
Really?
Particularly this one security guard.
Okay.
She is like
it's a girl?
Yeah, she's pushing people up the carpet, like shoving them around. Like, apparently once you go up a step, you cannot go down a step. Like, you move one direction. She's shoving people up, like these movie stars that are on the carpet. People want to take their pictures. She's shoving people up.
Ew.
It's so funny. So all of these celebrities are like kind of coming and telling their stories from the Cannes red carpet over the years. And like one I saw was from Amanda Steele. She's a YouTuber.
Okay.
She went like 5 or 6 years ago, but she was talking about how she like wasn't allowed anyone, like no one was allowed to go with her. So she couldn't have like her publicist or like her mom, like she couldn't have anyone. So she was there alone. She was like 17 years old.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't have her phone or anything and like didn't know where she was going. So she kind of got on the carpet, took some pictures, and then a photographer was like kind of like yelling at her like, as they do, you know,
here.
to get her to come take pictures, but it was like down a step. So she like went to walk down and they yelled at her, told her she couldn't go down steps. And then
this sounds more aggressive than the Met Gala.
I know. And so she like went up all the stairs and then like was done, but she only had a ticket. Like she was only there to walk the carpet. She wasn't there to actually go see movies. So she like had to figure out how to get back down without like she didn't have anyone there. She didn't have a phone. She's in France. Like no one there really spoke English. She doesn't speak French. And so she like had to like, she got off and then just started walking. And then she found like some like armed security people. And it was like, you have to tell me how to get back to my hotel. Like I have no idea how to get home.
No.
I don't have a phone for maps or an Uber or anything. So she finally gets back to her hotel and she was there with Dior Beauty. Mm-hmm. And Bella Hadid was there with Dior Beauty too. So she was kind of telling this to Bella, and Bella was saying that her first can, that happened to her too.
Oh no.
Like she was wearing bangs or something, so people didn't recognize her, so they like just were shoving her around. Like apparently it's not a friendly carpet.
Interesting.
Which is so funny.
Yeah.
Because
it's like a huge
it's a big carpet.
Yeah, like it's an important one.
Yeah. Like it's a big deal. But yeah, there's a lot of videos on TikTok of this one security guard this year, at least in particular, just shoving people up the carpet. And there was one, I can't remember her name. I can see her face. She's African American, but she was like, she's been making a big deal about how she was shoved on the carpet by this lady.
By the lady.
And it's so sad. Like, I feel so bad for these people. They're just trying to get their pictures taken and they're being shoved around.
Interesting.
Very sad.
There you go.
Very, very sad.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
But
Because I haven't heard anything about that.
Kind of crazy. So. Kind of crazy. I can't think of another word.
Crazy.
I was going to say silly, but that's not what I meant. But
can I just tell you right now? I still can't believe you have your hood up.
It fits how I feel. Like,
I know, but I like look over at you and I'm just laughing. So I just like
this is how I feel
chuckle because it's just so funny. It's great though.
But yeah, all of the like outfits and stuff from Cannes have been beautiful.
So
like it's such an iconic carpet that it's like kind of funny to find out it's this hostile
it's
environment.
A horrible one. Yeah, that's actually really funny. There we go. Okay, next thing we wanted to talk about, big in the zeitgeist right now.
This is very important stuff.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton season 3 part 1 came out.
I don't know if you guys are watching.
Big Bridgerton fans.
Big Bridgerton fans.
And what are your thoughts? Because I have a lot of thoughts.
I've watched it twice. Like, watched it through part 1 twice. And the first part through, I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, I liked it. It was good, you know, like whatever. But then I like had seen a bunch of TikToks with the more like analytical, like diving into like this, like not necessarily the psychology of like what's going on between Penn and Colin, but like kind of. And so I was like, I kind of want to watch it again with a little bit more of like an analytical mind behind it. And I like it so much better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like was watching like specifically the way Colin does like the way that Luke has chosen to portray Colin.
I love him. I love him so much.
Let's
Bridgerton boys.
I know. I'm like the Bridgerton boys. They
get me every year.
Like, oh my heck, I love them so much. But like some of the choices that like he had made with like how he was acting and like I don't know, there were just certain things like his attitude and like him, but you can tell like he's like insecure behind it. It just like I felt like there was a lot more complexity to Colin when you like kind of sat with it a little bit longer than just like watching and thinking he's like a total douche canoe. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's more of like an insecurity behind him that portrays the douche canoe-ness of Colin. Does that make sense? I get that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of TikToks about like the actual production side of it because they had a new showrunner this season, and you can tell it's like I don't think it's as good as, at least from a production perspective, it's not as good as the other seasons. Like the outfits, they feel more costumey than they do.
They do.
Makeup feels it's a lot heavier. It's a lot more 21st century.
Which
is fine. I'm not here for historical accuracy. And I'm not here upset that it's not historically accurate.
And like Bridgerton's not supposed to be historically accurate. But I do understand
that it was more, and it's lean. It's transitioned away. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. I feel like it kind of, like, not just Colin and Penelope had glow-ups this season. Like, kind of everybody had a glow-up. And it was more of a 21st century glow-up versus, like, Anthony's last season.
Yes.
Which was, like, a Bridgerton.
Like coming into your story.
This was, like, some tans. Like, the Featherington girls, they got some
incredible.
Tans. They look so good. Like, there's obviously, like, a big shift in the production with the new showrunner and, like, all the new costumers and everything like that. I don't mind it just because
I'm not like, upset about it.
I think they look really good.
They do.
Do you know what I mean? Like even though it's not quite in line with what they were doing in seasons 1 and 2, I think they just look really good.
They do look really,
and so
good.
Like, to me, I'm like, okay, like, whatever. They all got to glow up, not just Penn and Colin, you know?
Yeah. And I also saw something where it's like we don't feel as connected to their characters as we have in other seasons. And one person was speculating that it's because there aren't any flashbacks in this season, where there have been flashbacks in all the other seasons, or the other 2 seasons. And I think that is such a missed opportunity. Like, if we would have seen Penelope and Colin meeting for the first time when they were little kids, or like how they interacted when they were little,
or like Penelope looking out the window and like seeing Colin more, you know, like,
or Colin on his travels, like missing Penelope, or like things like that that we didn't get.
I can see that
is a little disappointing, but
I get that.
I love Colin and Penelope. I think they're
love
so
them.
cute.
I love them so much, and
I can't wait for part 2.
Luke and Nicola are so cute.
Their press videos together are just so cute.
Like,
I love her so much. She's so funny.
Amazing.
She is so funny. I really want to watch the Dairy Girls because I've never seen
them, but
and
she looks so funny.
All I have on my TikTok are clips from it, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I really want to watch it. But
that's a good idea. But yeah, I think it's so fun. I've loved watching the press junket because I just love them all so much. Like, freaking, if it's not Benedict season 4,
I don't think it's gonna be.
Who do you?
I think it's okay. So, well, I've never read the books, so again, this is just things I've heard.
Okay.
But apparently, what people think is gonna happen is they're gonna introduce Sophie, who's Benedict's
love interest,
at the end of this season, and then he like goes searching for her for like 2 years, according to the storyline.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna do Eloise's season.
Okay.
Like they'll what's her name? Marina. They'll kill Marina at the end of this season.
And
do
then she'll
Eloise's
go to,
season. And then do Benedict's. That's my guess.
I mean, that's fine. I really want Benedict's season.
Oh, he's the best.
I love Benedict, and I just want his full season.
Yeah. So I think his will be in 2 seasons, but I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
They've already gone out of order, so
like,
what they'll do.
You don't even know. And so, I mean, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. I have no memory of what I was gonna say, and that's okay.
Yeah. But we love Bridgerton.
We love Bridgerton.
I can't wait for part 2. It needs to come quicker.
Like, it's so good.
It's so good.
I love it. I feel like the comedy this season.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Has been
this
amped
season
up.
Has been funny,
and I love it.
Lady Featherington is hilarious. Literally the funniest character.
Like, if you've watched it,
she may be annoying, but every time she comes on, you know you're laughing.
You know you're having a good time. Like, the sisters.
Hilarious.
Like, I'm sorry. You know what scene we're talking about, and it's so funny. If you've watched it, you know
exactly what we're talking about.
And it's quite literally the funniest thing I think I've ever heard. Like, that is so good. So funny. So I'm so stoked for part 2. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy because, like, obviously we know, and we've talked about this. We know Colin and Penn are endgame.
Yeah.
But, like,
he has to find out.
He has to find out about Whistledown.
Spoiler alert.
If you don't know, you're never gonna know.
Spoiler alert.
So, but like,
anyways, like, it's gonna be a big conflict, and how are they gonna resolve it?
And with Eloise, like, I
want Eloise. Also, I do like Cressida. I was really
Okay.
We're starting over. I was really concerned when I saw that her and Eloise were gonna be friends, but I feel like you've gotten to understand her a lot more this season.
Yeah.
And I do like her a lot more.
I think she would do really well with Lord Debley.
I agree. I think they should live their happily ever after.
I think that would be great. You know, she just wants to make her parents happy. They both hate their family. Yeah. And he's going to go disappear for 3 years. And
she can take care of a house.
Yeah. And I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't love her as a character. She kind of bugs me, but it's okay. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about.
I just think she's really interesting in the sense of like
she has a lot more depth to her this season than in previous seasons. This is what I was going to say. Watching the interviews, all the press junket from everybody. Claudia Jessie, aka Eloise.
She's hilarious. She's so funny.
But I am still shocked at the accent that comes out of her mouth every single time.
Every single time.
Because she has such a good Bridgerton accent when she talks in Bridgerton that when like her natural accent comes out, it's
shocking.
She
sounds
jarring.
like Adele. I think it's so funny. She sounds just like Adele.
But I love her. She's so funny. And I just,
This whole press tour has been
so good. What do you think of Francesca and the recast?
I like her.
I like her a lot.
I mean, I wasn't particularly connected to the other one. So
yeah, I don't think anybody was. But
I wasn't upset about it being recasted. But she's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
I really like her. I like how she's playing the character.
I think she's doing a great job. So we shall see.
We'll see.
Because I think Francesca gets married twice. Like I think
she does.
Whoever she's gonna marry this season, it's not gonna last.
I don't know. I won't spoil it then for you because I
know she marries Lady Danbury. Is that her name? Her grandson.
Yeah. I'll just tell you because the books are out there. It's not like it's a secret. We all
probably know, to be honest. And
so she marries this guy. The guy she's courted. I don't remember his name. John, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. We don't remember his name. But she marries him at the end of the season, or like that's like she marries him.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
Yeah.
And then she gets remarried, and that's where her book is the remarriage. Yeah. Because she I don't know, it's a whole thing. So people think that. So then when is her. There's too many. They're getting too many adults, and we haven't had Benedict's season yet. I just need it. But I
think she has a kid with her first husband.
No, she doesn't have. She doesn't have kids with the first husband.
I thought she did.
I don't think so. From what I remember, she doesn't.
I swear I saw a family tree where she did.
I didn't think she did. I thought she had her with the second husband. Either way. But
her second husband is Lady Danbury's grandson.
So
the more you know.
The more you know. But yeah, just love Bridgerton.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
That's all.
Love it so much.
Okay.
So going back to singers, Billie Eilish released her new album, and it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan. I loved When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Like that album, changed my life. It was so good. I thought that was such a revolutionary, interesting album.
What songs are on that album?
Bad Guys on that album.
Okay.
Strange Addictions on that album.
Is that the one with The Office? Okay.
That's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?
I don't know that song.
I actually don't think... Is that a song? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much.
It's such musically and production, such an interesting album, just so well done. I love that album. So nothing's really ever compared to that to me.
Okay.
But this album's fine. It's good. But did you hear what she said about concerts?
Yes. I was gonna ask you about this because we need to talk about the Taylor slander.
So Billie went and said, I'm not going to do a 3-hour concert. I don't want to do a 3-hour concert. Fans don't want to do a 3-hour concert. I don't want to see a 3-hour concert. Just went off about how terrible and dumb 3-hour concerts are.
Which
people are
we want them.
We're if Taylor Swift never left my side performing, I'd be the happiest person in the whole entire world.
It would never be enough.
But just the arrogance to say that all these millions of people who are going to see Taylor's tour didn't want it. I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay, let's also, there's more, besides just the concert beef, let's talk about her slandering the vinyl variants thing.
Oh, I know.
Because, okay, whatever, it's a capitalistic move. Yeah. If you're gonna make money, get your coin, girl, people are gonna pay for it. But the thing that's stupid is she's nobody wants all these variants, it's bad for the environment. She's the one who has the most variants for an album ever.
I know.
It's Billie, oh my gosh, and then she goes after Taylor for the I'm why are you fighting against it?
This is my problem with Billie. I think she's extremely talented.
Yes.
Her and Phineas, I think, are extremely talented.
I also have something to say about that too.
Okay.
But
I think they're extremely talented. I think they have this better than everyone attitude that is so out of touch and so frustrating that it turns people away from their music and their actual talent.
Absolutely. They're it just, I don't know. kind of drives me insane. Like, I don't know. But one thing I was seeing that people were like, when she started coming out against the concerts, and, you know, like, there's been a little bit after Tortured Poets, like, should Taylor still be working with Jack Antonoff or not? Like, she should probably give him a break. Everyone's like, Billie has only ever worked with Phineas. When is she going to give Phineas a break?
Very
like,
true.
Or we ever, like, it was this whole, I was like, yeah, like.
I just don't know why she would start that fight. Like, I don't get where that was.
Why would you, like, but the thing is, like, yes, we're obviously Swifties, so our perspective is coming from that end. But, like, why would anybody, like, care? Like, why do you care?
Like, just don't do a 3-hour show.
Just don't. No one was asking Billie Eilish to do an Eras tour.
Everyone's like, I don't want to hear you whisper for 3 hours.
like nobody was asking that. And like, but then why discount and discredit all of the millions and millions of people that are going to the show? And like,
well, it was just such a stupid thing to say, because obviously people do want a 3.5-hour show.
Yeah,
they're going.
Like, just because you don't have enough to do, like, and your music is weird, so your concerts are weird. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think Billie Eilish would be a good concert to see, because, like,
no, I think,
like, what are you supposed to see? Her again whisper for 3 hours? Like, I don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see that. And so I was just like, why are we?
It was just weird.
Why are you tearing people down?
Like, it was so out of the blue and like so uncalled for.
Like, why would you like sit there and invalidate millions of people?
Literally,
and like
millions of people,
and actually someone that has boosted the entire world economy.
Yeah, she's single-handedly, her in the Barbie movie, which I guess Billie gets a little credit for.
Okay,
single-handedly stopped us from having a serious recession last summer.
Like, I just, like, I'm sorry, like, why would you do that? Like, Billie, get your head out of your butt.
It was just
and like
so
work with someone other than Phineas. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, this is so stupid. Like, you're not cooler than Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
you're weird. I'm sorry. I really don't like Billie Eilish. Like, I have like I really don't like her at all. Like, What Was I Made For? Amazing, life-changing song. Like, she's very talented, but like, dude, I don't like you.
No,
like, I don't know.
It was just
not
so
a Billie fan.
Uncalled for. I don't know. But she's been flamed for it. So.
Yeah, she's been flamed. And
rightfully so.
She has the most album variants ever. So suck it, Billie.
Maybe.
Bad for the environment. Get your coin, though.
So gosh. Funny. It's so funny.
Insane.
But more exciting news, we have Baby Bieber on the way.
So excited. Congratulations
to Haley and Justin. I'm actually like so excited for this baby.
I'm excited for him.
I'm so it's gonna be the prettiest baby to ever exist.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I can't wait. And Haley looks gorgeous. I've never seen a more beautiful pregnant woman.
I know.
In my life.
Did you see Sophia Richie had her baby too?
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
So
her name's like Eloise or something, I think.
Something like that.
So cute.
Very old money name. Very cute.
Which like we love.
Yes.
We love an old money name.
We do. I love this era of Sophia Richie. I think she is like
the
thriving.
Yeah.
She looks so good.
I agree. I love it. It's so fun. So congrats to the Biebers.
But very excited for the Biebers. I feel like it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
The baby. So.
Yeah. And I mean every year I feel like people's bucket lists or predictions for the year are either Baby Bieber or divorcing Bieber, and so Baby Bieber
this
won.
Year.
So good job.
Very, very excited.
That's always good. Okay, so this next thing, can you pull up your TikTok again? Because we need to look at this. So there's this viral like Zoom court going viral, and this guy is going to court. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So I'm going to just play it again because, you know.
Are you driving? Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. This is a driver with a license suspended.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. He didn't have a license. I don't even know why he would do that. Are you driving?
That's so
this
funny.
Guy, instead of going to court, is
gosh.
driving to his doctor's office for a charge of driving without a license. And he was driving in the court video.
Oh my god!
Like, just the disbelief from the judge. He's like,
hilarious.
and he was just driving.
That's so funny.
So funny.
That is
like,
so
come
funny.
on, insane.
Man.
I was laughing so hard, so I wanted to share
That's
that
hilarious. I haven't seen that.
So good.
That is
like,
so funny.
How stupid. Like,
that is so funny.
It's so funny. So that is another TikTok that I have just been
That's so funny.
loving.
I feel like TikTok has been popping off lately. It's been. I
haven't
like it
been
goes in waves.
Yeah, I haven't been on it for a while,
And
so I don't really know.
Very, very low for a while, but it's coming back.
It's coming back. It looks like
it's
people are doing stupid things, so we can talk about it.
We love it.
So yeah. So that's all I got for you, pop culture
That's
wise.
all we have today.
Kind of fun.
Lots of fun things. Lots of fun pop culture. I feel like pop culture is getting interesting again.
It was
really boring for a minute there.
I know.
You're like, we don't have anything to talk
We're like,
about.
perfect time to start a podcast talking about pop culture.
When there's no pop culture.
But it's okay. We've made the most of it, and there's a lot going on. So
yes. But so hopefully more exciting things coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so follow us on socials. It's 801 Diaries podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And subscribe on YouTube and follow us on your favorite streaming platform.
Rate and review on streaming.
Rate, review.
We would love to get more reviews on like Apple and Spotify. Boost us in the charts or something.
And if you guys have any ideas of things you want to hear about, let us know.
Yeah.
Any fun games or anything. We like doing games.
We love a good game. We love just chilling.
We do.
Like doing whatever.
These are
like,
so fun. Like just sitting and talking and hanging out.
I know. Like
designated hangout time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Because like we were like, I don't even know. Someone was like, what's your podcast about? I was like, oh, I literally don't know.
So this is so funny. So I asked Google's AI about our podcast because obviously we're so small that like there's not very much information out there. And so I was like, I want to see like what they can pull. And mostly what they pulled was like from
like episode titles,
or like
descriptions.
our episode description or like the description we have for our podcast and things like that. But it was so funny.
It called us a comedy podcast.
It did call us, and which is such a compliment. I think I'm so funny.
I know.
I'm probably the funniest person to walk this earth, but
I mean behind me. But like I thought that was so fun. But yeah, it's just.
But it was funny.
It was so fun, and like one thing I'm really excited about this podcast, which we're just gonna talk about right now. I love that like people are like, when you move to Finland, are you gonna still do the podcast? I'm like, yeah, we are, because like how fun, like we'd have a designated time every week where we have to like sit and catch up and stuff. Like I think that's so fun.
It might be more interesting too because we won't be doing the exact same thing because we spend every waking moment together when we're not at work, which is really fun.
Like literally we do.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And so it's actually comical, like how much time we spend. But
yeah, so if you have any ideas, send us a DM.
Tell your friends about it.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about it, and then tell us that you told your friends.
Exactly.
Because we want to know. We want to know who's cool and sharing the podcast.
I think that's it though.
I think that's all we got for you guys. We're just chilling. So we will see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll sound normal. That'll be it. We'll see you guys later.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye guys.